Chuck, you're on the Ron Fez show.
You know, Ron, I was talking with a friend of mine, and he said that Fezzy had hurt your pride, and you told him that you loved him so, but then you turned around and let him go.
What?
I don't know what's going on. Like, I haven't listened to the show. To be honest with you, Ron, I haven't listened to the show in maybe a year and a half, and then I was talking with Rhino.
I don't know
today.
who you are.
This is Chuckwagon. This is Lenny. I hiked
Oh, you're the guy that Fez hated.
Well, Fez, I don't think Fez really hated me.
You were kind of the beginning of Fez's madness, Chuck.
What? No, I don't think it was.
Yeah, that's when it started, when you started stalking him. Can I tell you something? I'm being totally honest here. I've met with Fez's therapist where we've all sat down together, and you are 0 point for him being untrustworthy of people.
Holy shit.
It's literally why he won't make friends. Because, I don't know, if Fez made friends with him and then he did something mean to Fez. I couldn't remember what it was.
Well, I did nothing to Fez. I think what happened a lot was I have only been true to Fez and my adoration of him. And then down the road, there was a lot of, Lenny and Chuckwagon imitators. There was a lot of wannabes out there that
I'm telling you the truth because I know that you're taking this lightly, but there's something that you did that broke his spirit and his lust for life. I mean, I know that you can't take that fully on, but I just want you to know that your little practical jokes and, you having fun with it, it's really seemed to disrupt him. And I'll leave it at that. I'm not blaming you, but I'm just saying when I went and spoke, it was this thing because Fez met him at some race, and then somehow Fez feels overly betrayed by him and something that happened, and it's why Fez won't make friends. But anyway, Chuck, it's good to talk to you again.
Hey, good to talk to you.
Take
Hey,
care.
Ron, can you give me Fez's home number?
See, that kind of shit is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
That's creepy.
Well,
It's just really, I like to have fun as much as the next guy. But I'm telling you, you fucking hurt a person so much from this thing that he cannot even make friends. Here is Shane. Shane, you're on Fez. Shane's calling us from Texas.
Ronnie B.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I think Fez would have something more like a smelly cheese or something named after him.
This has gotten... I am not used to Fez Whatley being in the heel role. Remember how it used to be on RonFez.net? I was the mean person beating up the teddy bear?
Yeah, you were a goblin who pushes a teddy bear into sewage.
Right. And now, Fez Whatley has surpassed me as the most hated person on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people can't handle it when I throw out an opinion. They can't handle it when I give them exactly what I'm thinking about. Whether it's the Confederate flag, or restrictor plates on NASCAR, or Eastside Dave's home situation, people hate to hear me speak my mind.
Well, they like when you talk about gay marriage.
Oh, they hate that.
Oh, they do?
Oh, they despise the fact that I'm an American and for equal rights for other Americans. They despise that. They despise that I rooted for Adam Lambert for American Idol.
Didn't he lose?
Yes, he did.
Here's a good story for you, though, Fez, because you said it was rigged.
Mm-hmm.
Both their songs went on iTunes at the same time, singing the exact same song. And Adam Lambert got killed, something like 4 or 5 to 1.
Okay, yeah, well, it's probably a lot of Lambert fans that are just like, oh, why bother now?
He stinks?
No, it's not that he stinks, but it's just, it's like, ow, it still hurts too much.
It hurts too much to listen to his voice?
It hurts too much to keep revisiting American Idol.
He's a fraud.
How is he a fraud?
He in the media, when people keep asking about his sexuality, he said, quote, calm down, keep speculating. Well, which one is it, Adam? Should we calm down or should we keep speculating?
I'm going to say this. I don't know why anybody has to talk about their sexual life. I really don't know why it's so important for gay people to say that they're gay or straight people even to say who they're with at the time. Whatever happened to fucking being a gentleman?
I agree, but then he shouldn't say keep speculating because he loves the attention. You can't have it both ways, fraudy.
He can have it both ways, mouth and ass.
He's not a fraud. He's keeping his sexuality private.
Then why tell him?
At a time like this, though, Fez, I'm going to take Dave's side for just a second. At a time like this, he shouldn't be standing up when all this fucking, they're trying to get all the gays under a Section 8 out in California. A Section 8.
That's Prop 8, not Section 8.
Well, they still seem crazy to me.
Section 8 is for psychos.
How are you doing over at Section 8? But don't you think, just like in the Harvey Milk thing, if you don't stand up, you're part of the problem?
Well, I mean, it's great when people are able to stand up, but a lot of people, that's not in their nature to be able to do that. They don't want to discuss their sexuality.
All right, until they stand up, no marriage.
Yeah, good.
Stop trying to blend in. What did Harvey Milk say about blending in?
To never do it. To never blend in.
Why can I take this off?
Soon.
How soon is soon?
I would say by the couple of weeks.
You know, it's 5 weeks now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That went fast.
For you. For me, it's 5 weeks of itching.
Why do it? It's probably caused a weird tan line.
It has.
Rash.
What would you know about tan lines,
Herpes.
Pasty?
Oh! Tag on your wife.
Oh, really? She doesn't get a lot, son. That's true, Fez.
Now, Dave, by the way, we brought this up. A lot of people were mad at Fez for attacking you for having your second baby.
Yeah.
How's it working out for you at home right now?
It's still very difficult. I'm not sleeping, but it's getting better. And you know, it's getting better all the time, said the Beatles.
It's getting better all the time.
And it's the only thing is that this baby doesn't look as much like me, in my opinion.
Uh-oh.
So I've decided to give most of my love to Juliana. Until the baby starts looking like me, he's not getting the love. Pure
I'm
and
going to
simple.
save some love for the baby, but right now, most of my
I don't
love.
know if he has to dye his hair or what.
Alex, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, buddies, how you doing? You sound like $1 million, right?
What do you got for us?
I think that the Fez cupcake should be called the Truth Bomb, and basically it's because the truth sounds good, but it tastes like shit when you eat it. So.
Here's Brian in New York. What's the name of Fez's cupcake?
They're just going to be called Fez's cum cakes. Shock and jock, shock and jock, shock and jock, shock and jock.
Bill, New Jersey. What's the name of Fez's cupcake?
Oh, it's got to be the baby back, or the buffalo back.
Here's Alex in Milwaukee. What kind of cupcake for Fez?
And what kind of cream filling would your cupcakes have, Fez?
Here's Russ in New Jersey. What kind of cupcakes for Fez?
What's up, buddies? It'd be called Coconut Ants. Coconut filled and ant topped.
Here's Johnny in PA. What do you got for Fez's cupcake?
Fez's cupcake on the bottom, it should have flames all over it, and the top, the whole thing should be shaped like a Volkswagen Beetle.
Makes no sense.
It's really, really true. Gary in Jersey, what do you got for us?
Hey, buddies, I think Fez's cupcake, the secret ingredient is probably going to be the taste of Chuckwagon's ass.
All right, this Chuckwagon is just busting balls on Fezzy today.
You know, Chuckwagon, fuck him. Because that is a fat loser who begs me and begs me to be friends with him. And then he calls up earlier in the show and tries to start shit. Doesn't help out, can I meet you at the turkey trot Thanksgiving while you're on vacation? Oh, please wait for me and my fat wife. You know what? Please wait around for me. Oh, be my friend. Take a picture with me. And then he pulls shit like this. He's just a fucking asshole.
Well, I don't think that was him that time.
That was Chuckwagon who called earlier.
Oh, yeah, but not that last caller.
Right, and see, this is the shit that Chuckwagon starts, though. When I'm in here, I'm doing a show, and this is the shit that Chuckwagon starts. So it goes back to him. That guy never would have had a Chuckwagon call if Fat Ass hadn't called in the first place. Acting like he's a fan of the show.
First time in my life, I'm a little scared of Fezzy.
He's a fucking moron.
Who?
Chuckwagon.
So Chuckwagon, a guy that you met on vacation?
Yeah, last Thanksgiving. Oh, begged and pleaded, because what I do on Thanksgiving when I head to Florida, I do a 5K walk run for, on Thanksgiving. It's called the Turkey Trot.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chuckwagon, who lives in the area, please let me fucking be there with you. Please, take your picture with me. And then I can put it all over ronfez.net, probably a billion times, so that everyone is so sick of looking at his big, fat, ugly face.
All right. If you just tuned in, Fez Whatley just said, fucking fuck.
That's how I feel.
Thank God this is an XL channel.
Thank you.
Woo.
Boy, oh boy.
Woo.
XL.
What is going on with the meds? I mean, I think it's, I see that you're involved more, but you're angrier than you used to be.
Well, I mean, I'm not taking any sort of psychotic drugs.
Okay, it's me, Ron.
John Nash right there.
What are you working
Yeah,
on?
you're about as good a babysitter as John Nash.
Okay. Have you been Have you been doing cursing exercises?
That's his yoga word.
So let's get back to why you're mad. So then that guy called in today, your friend that you met on vacation.
Right, the guy who wants to be my friend so bad.
And then he said that you guys lick each other's assholes.
Yeah, this is what you do or what you sound like when we're eating each other's asses. Yeah. And then starts doing this big, stupid, insane laugh.
So you've been mad the whole show about that?
Yeah, I've been pissed about it right from the beginning. He's a fucking idiot. I think, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be mad because I think the guy is literally retarded.
You gonna go to Turkey Trot with him this year?
No. Unless it's to run his fat ass over. I don't think they let you have a car in the Turkey Trot, but I'll see what I can do.
Don't call me retardo, son. I know what that means. The Desert Inn has heart. The Desert Inn has heart. Look, I see a lot of people have funny jokes about Fez's fucking cupcake.
Bring them on.
I don't know if I want to do it. I think you're a little angry right now.
I'm pissed. Yes, I am. At a fat loser named Chuckwagon. You know what? I bet your restaurant stinks. He kept trying to get me to eat at his restaurant in Florida. I bet it stinks.
Well, you're basing that on nothing. That's hearsay.
I'm basing it on the smell of that guy going through a turkey trot.
I don't think anyone smells good during a turkey trot.
The turkeys
turkey.
do. Pretzel rods.
So they didn't bring a power bar, did you?
Oh, I had one in the office. It's on my desk.
I forgot one today. Everybody's so busy, they don't have time for Ronnie B.
Is there any gravy at turkey trot?
You know something? At least you're out of the fire line. This is what was happening to you last week.
Yeah, you might want to stay put.
Or what, Fez?
Or I will start again. I will refocus my Chuckwagon anger on Father of the Year over here.
A good movie.
Yeah, that one had a happy ending.
Whoa! Wait, I didn't even get it.
So you're saying one of my kids is going to die?
So what do you... Stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Was that a veiled threat?
Stop.
All right, I'm
done. I don't even like that. As a fucking joke, I don't like this. Christina, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Where are you calling from, Christina?
I am calling from Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Niagara Falls! Slowly I turn.
I'm calling in to say that I think it's bullshit that everybody picks on Fez. All the callers who call in, Fez, I think you're awesome.
Thank you, Christina.
I really do.
Fez, but here's like Popeye, have you had all you can stand, so you can't stand no more?
Exactly. That's where I'm at. You know,
I don't blame you. I wish I could get paid to have truth bombs dropped on me all day, because I personally do that. And you know what? I'm not the most popular person, but who cares?
Good for you, Christina.
People in radio.
Yeah. I wish I could do radio.
People serious would like him to be popular.
Yeah, it would be awesome. But yeah, I have to say that I think it's awesome. So who cares? All those fat losers who are not even working, obviously, because they're sitting at home listening to the radio. Get a life.
I got no problem with that. I want people to listen.
Callers.
Yeah, I want people to listen and call.
Help.
Oh, here's our old buddy. Is this Eddie from Pittsburgh? Oh, it's not Eddie from Pittsburgh. Different Eddie. Eddie, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, I'd like to nominate Fezzy for the Beanie Cup for finding his backbone and sticking to his guns. Go get him, Tiger.
I am trying to think.
Unfortunately, it went to Billy Idol already.
Wow. Sorry about that, Fez. I didn't know that you would be going off later in the show. I'm trying to think of when you've gotten this mad before. I think you got to go all the way back to Mikey D.
I remember him getting mad, breaking his silence, getting mad at Earl.
Oh, yeah.
And that actually inevitably started the Earl.
I was going to go a week without talking.
Do you remember how many shows I used to see because of Earl? And now what do I say? Shit. Because you three humps.
Well, maybe Fez could get you some shows on Roosevelt Island.
You know something?
A couple shows.
I ain't fucking Fez. You start to fucking bother me, I'm going to snap your neck. Get one of those guys to give me like a nice pretzel and some...
rods.
Like some rods. and maybe a nice Pepsi to go with it.
God damn it.
I got X coming in later.
Yourself around here.
This Sunday night, I'll be talking with X, the L.A. punk band, the band that started really West Coast punk.
That's going to be on Ron Bennington Interviews this Sunday night, 9 p.m. in the East on the Virus, XM 202, Sirius 197. Also talking with Todd Phillips, the director of the movie The Hangover. That opens nationwide a week from today, June 5th. And Tom Folsom, who wrote the book The Mad Ones, the book about crazy Joey Gallo.
Oh, that was a good time, too. You're kind of turning into crazy Joey Gallo.
I feel a little crazy today.
This all happened because of one bad phone call?
Yeah, because of one fucking asshole named Chuckwagon. That's where it started.
I don't know him at all. I've never met him.
You don't want to. He's a big fat leech.
I think I did see a picture of you guys with beards. Did you both have beards or just you?
Yeah, because that was during the Battle of the Beards. That was right in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So I think we both had beards in that picture. I can't remember. His face is actually so fat it would cover a beard.
Eddie in Long Island, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
Well, I just want to say that Fez gave me the confidence and the courage to come out to my friends and family, and it's been a horrible experience. I mean, Fez, I know you mean well and everything, but fuck you. I got my ass kicked. I wish I stayed in the closet. It's ruined my life.
Are you telling the truth?
I'm telling the 100% truth. I have a black eye, and it's horrible.
You know what I'd like you to do, Eddie? You live in Long Island?
Yeah.
Why don't you come in and hang out with us one day? I'd like to have you on the show and talk about your experiences.
You seriously?
Yeah.
Because I would love to. And I'd love to just give Fez a little piece of it because he's just an ill representation of my people.
But let's also say this, Eddie. If you're being serious, I'll introduce you to the OutQ guys who have a station.
I love those guys.
Yeah.
I love that station.
Yeah, they're
just,
2 studios over.
Ronnie B, I feel like you're all-knowing and you are a god in radio, but you just need a new sidekick. I mean, I could do everything that Fez does.
Why don't you come on in here? I'd love to meet you.
Sure.
And I'm gonna put you on hold and have the guys talk to you and bring them in. Now, a question was asked yesterday by Stalker Patty to a friend of mine saying, is the security so tough down there because they have held up my security badge for 3 weeks? And I'm going to ask, is that you doing that, Dave, or the O&A show?
I have been in contact with Patty.
Yeah.
And certainly I've run it to security and whatnot.
I want Patty in here next week.
Okay.
And I wanted to see her Beatles stuff. And stop fucking pushing her... Stop pushing her around. Just take care of her. She's been great to O&A, great to me and Fez. She wants to come up and see the new studio and show us her Beatle things.
Okay.
Let her come in.
All right.
Steve, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, did Fez just say he does a 5K run?
Walk run.
Either way, 5K really? Fez can do that?
Yes. What is the problem trying to imagine it, Steve? The math?
Doing a 5K anything.
Oh, it's the One Joke Johnny show today. The people that call in with the fake stupid laughs.
Who else did that?
Chuckwagon.
He did?
Yes. After he did the ass-eating joke, if you can even call it that.
Was that early on in the show?
That was probably about 45 minutes into the show, I think.
And then you held it all this time. You were angry all this time.
Yeah, I was just sitting here stewing about it. I was still thinking about it. I couldn't get rid of it in my head.
And then you just start dropping truth bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, I got a song for you. Well, here he comes. Watch out, Fez, he'll eat your ass. Whoa, here he comes. Chuck's an ass eater.
Well, that's an attack on two of them, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is what the fucking asshole starts.
Who's that?
Chuckwagon. Fuckwagon.
He gets people to sing?
Just a big, stupid moron. Who I believe is truly mentally impaired.
I've known you for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard you curse as much as you have today. And I'm really starting to think that some of the things, I'm not saying you can't own your anger.
Right.
But some of the things that you're saying and the way that you're saying them this past week just feels to me to be somewhat out of character from the guy that I've known here for the last couple of years.
Yeah, well, it probably is. Yeah. Maybe where it's like, I've had enough of people fucking with me, like Chuckwagon. Especially, here's the thing. I understand the show and the ball busting and everything, but when you get an asshole like Chuckwagon who wants to be your friend so bad and acts like, oh, please hang out with me. Please come have a meal at my restaurant. Please do this. Please do that. Can we see you again next Thanksgiving? And then he calls up and pulls shit like that. That's the thing that really gets me. When someone like that tries to act like they want to be your friend, and then they just pull stupid shit. So I think that might have been what put me over the edge a little bit more with this freak.
Again, I don't really know him.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen a picture of the two of you guys together one time.
Yes, because he uses it anytime he posts on ronfez.net.
So is this not just a one-time only thing? This has been going on for you? Like you've been mad about this for a while, or you just got mad today?
I think this just set me off today.
All right,
I mean,
so you weren't angry all this time with him?
Not all this time, but when he does shit like that, that just annoys me. That gets under my damn skin. And I think it's just a representation of the negative stuff on ronfez.net, too.
Jim, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, I'd like to nominate Chuckwagon for the Beanie Cup.
All right, see, that's the kind of stuff that...
Today's Beanie Cup goes to...
Still Billy Idol. And mainly for his work in The Wedding Singer.
Wasn't that great of a role.
He played himself.
Yeah, he did great.
I could do
Hey,
that.
Billy.
I could do that.
You saved Drew Barrymore for...
Put me in that
yeah,
movie.
you didn't let that guy get down the thing on the airplane.
Who can't play themselves in a movie?
No,
Hi, I'm Dave.
That was good. Here is Colin. Colin, you're on Ron Fez.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of strange, Fez. I'm not hating, but I don't think there's anybody that's been professionally protected or more sheltered by Ron and by the guys and stuff and kind of softly petted and you don't feel weird just smashing somebody as soon as you get the chance to. It just seems strange to me, that's all.
I don't see where one has anything to do with the other, Colin.
You've been helped, so you help. You have no concept of, like, returning friendship. You think that that's what a friend does, is just smash somebody because they're right?
He started it in the first place, Colin.
Okay, yeah, Fez, I'm not...
He called up trying to ruin my fucking day, trying to ruin my fucking show.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about asshole. I'm talking about Davy Mac.
All right, we're moving on from that, Colin.
It's not me.
Oh, sorry, guys.
All right,
Idiot.
Al, you're on the Ron Fez show.
Hey, how you doing, boys?
Yeah.
I just want to let Teddy know, he's the black guy, the Jewish guy, the Polish guy. He's the end of the jokes here. He's got to just know his role like my wife and accept his place and just enjoy it. You're on the radio. You're next to Ron Bennington every day. I mean, you're the luckiest guy in show business.
I never even thought of that. That is really a great fucking position.
I love you, Ronnie B. I swear to God, I love you. I love you.
Wow. That's my second uncomfortable fucking call today. One, the guy who thinks he's talking to me as he's going down the street. And sometimes he pretends me and him are having lunch together. Now a full-grown man saying that he loves me.
It's weird. All I used to do is just write your name down on Post-its in cursive. That's all I used to do.
You were a weird fucking listener for a while.
Yeah, so big deal.
Every other weird listener thinks one day I could end up becoming Davy Mac.
I worked 3 years in radio before.
Weekends.
Yeah, still shift.
Well, you get your picture with all the other guys? No. When they do this pictures of the on-air staff, they never have pictures of the weekend guys.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Next to the van.
I didn't get to have my picture next to Carl and Marty.
Who were Carl and Marty?
In the morning crew.
You guys sound great. You okay, Fezzy?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm going to be fine. Yep. I'm going to be just fine. Trust me. No matter what Chuckwagon tries to do.
Are you sure they're not changing your meds or anything?
No. I mean, I'm on new diabetes medicine, but I don't think that has anything to do with moods.
You just seem angrier this week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I will confess to that because I'm really angry at that idiot Chuckwagon.
Well, that was today, but it's not your first angry day today. But either way, okay, you know. Do you even know him, Dave, or you don't know him?
Chuckwagon?
Yeah.
Only know him as a poster.
I know this. We used to be, we were closer friends with the people from RonFez.net.
Yeah, well.
Than we are now.
I mean, I'll be on Fez's side with this. And he is a representation of the message board and where it's going. And
Yeah.
I believe that people need to, fight back. And I'm with Fez on this one.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Thank you, David.
I know we've had our problems this week, but you know what? Maybe we should unite and stomp and fuck these guys.
That doesn't make sense.
We have to do something. A great message board can't go down like that.
Here is someone called Farthammer from Farthammer Town. What do you got for us, FH?
Dick Holder 7898.
Oh, one of Dave's people.
Fucking right.
What do you got?
Hey, Fez, I'm really ecstatic to hear you like this. It sounds to me like you got your sack back. I think it's safe to say that Fez is back.
Why, thank you, Farthammer.
I don't know if he's back because I don't know this Fez.
Well, then there's a whole new one here.
Yeah, there is an all-new Fez.
That will probably take some getting used to.
Sort of like the bad Superman from Superman 3. He was a cool character.
Sure. All right, let's break here. We're right back. Ron Fez Show. Here's Kevin in Chicago. You're on the Ron Fez Show.
Ronnie B, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, there's a real cool movie with Harvey Keitel. It's like maybe, early 80s, late 70s, and one of the Carradine brothers. It's not David, it's the other one, the taller one.
Keith?
And they get into 4 different duels, and they don't kill each other the first time because one gets, winged or something or other.
Right.
It's a real cool movie. Real cool movie.
I think that there would be enough guys into dueling. And again, if they want to do it, what's it got to do with the rest of us? Now, obviously, no one should be forced to duel when they don't want to. Ryan, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, buddies. I think the best dueling would be the old school mace with the steel ball with the spikes on it. I'd pay big money to see a duel with that.
You know, maces I've seen, but I can honestly say I've never seen one used. You know, I've never seen anybody who says, I'm fucking great with a mace. I imagine if you're good with nunchucks, you should be able to pull off the mace thing. This would have been perfect for you and Chuckwagon, Fez. Friday, you went crazy on Chuckwagon, and maybe you could have just had a duel with him.
Well, I think I would have beaten him. The problem was that wasn't the actual Chuckwagon that called in. So what happened?
Let me take this back for the average listener. Fez gets a call the other day from his friend Chuckwagon. And the guy said something like, me and Fez eat each other's assholes. This is Chuckwagon. You let that go. Then about an hour and a half later, you start going crazy for no apparent reason on something that happened an hour and a half before. I guess you were stewing.
Yeah, I was. It was still in my head. I was still. That's the word, stewing about it.
Do we have this on tape? Do we have this?
I don't have it cut up. No, I don't. I have his actual.
Have it in here tomorrow.
No problem.
Because I want you to hear how nuts you went. And now you're telling me for no reason?
Well, it wasn't for no reason. It was someone who I thought was Chuckwagon.
Right.
And I was having a pretty good show. I thought we had...
Really?
Yeah.
Friday?
I thought I was having a good day.
Awful.
And...
Well, you know what? Awful's too good of a word. Disastrous. The only thing I liked is when you started picking on Chuckwagon, and now that's thrown out.
So in my mind, I was having a very good day, and this guy called in, said it was Chuckwagon. It sounded like Chuckwagon to me, so I went off because Chuckwagon on ronfez.net is someone who's always saying how bad he wants to be my friend and stuff, and I'm thinking, why would you do this to someone you want to be friends with, try to derail the show?
Now, I even asked you, after that happened, I said, was that really Chuckwagon? And you said yes.
Yes, I totally thought it was Chuckwagon's voice. I absolutely thought it was.
You still think it was?
He's claiming that it wasn't. I'm going to believe him on that, but it's damn close to his real voice. So, but here's the thing, too, with Chuckwagon, the real Chuckwagon, on ronfez.net, ever since I met him last Thanksgiving, he's been doing this creepy stalker bit with me. Thinking, I have no idea it's a bit, but he's like saying inappropriate things and wanting and being very uncomfortable about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and that sounded like something Chuckwagon would have said. The guy who did call in last Friday.
Rob, you're on Ron Fez.
Ronnie, he must have been pissed. He dropped the F-bomb 29 times. See you.
At least. And you never cuss on the air.
No, I usually don't say that word. That's how pissed off I was. But, I mean, it's...
Well, now it's apology time. Now you have to do I made the biggest ass out of myself. I totally apologize.
Well, I'll apologize to Chuckwagon's chick, who I brought up and said inappropriate things about. Because that's how pissed I was. I went in a wrong direction, and I apologized for saying things about her.
Yeah, why would you do that? You met her?
What's that?
You met her and she wasn't nice to you?
No, I've never actually met her before. Chuckwagon has sent me pictures of him and his chick.
So you attacked her, a person you never met.
Right, because what happened was I got so upset, I got so angry about everything.
Isn't it the second time in a week you inappropriately attacked somebody's wife? With Dave's wife?
I think it's one time in a week. One time inappropriately I attacked a woman.
Dave, didn't you think that your chick was attacked inappropriately?
Yeah, my chick. But, but with this Chuckwagon incident, I have to back Fez up on this.
Really, even after everything that you've been through with him?
I've been through a lot with Fez, Ron, and, but I do have to say that, even if it wasn't, I think it might have been Chuckwagon, even if it wasn't, he's spawning people to attack Fez. And I think Fez had every right to go off the handle he did. I must say, I really feel Fez is entitled to feel the way he was.
Thank you, Eastside Dave, because for months I've seen this guy on ronfez.net saying all kinds of weird, creepy shit about stalking me.
Well, why didn't you just tell him before it got you into this crazy place?
Because that was the thing that set me off. That was the last straw with it.
Right, but there's no build-up?
Well, I mean, it was always weird to me, and in that day, when I thought it was him who was trying to...
All right, let's suppose it. Let's suppose Dave comes in here, and his breath stinks.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, his breath stinks. And after fucking 1 year, finally, and I never say anything about him. After 1 year, I just start going crazy. Your breath stinks. For the past half a year, you're in my face every day. Stink breath, you know what I mean? You fuck. And then I start to attack his family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Then I find out, wait, that wasn't even Dave's breath I was smelling. That was Fez's ass. That's where I feel like you are right now.
What happened with the anger got the best of me. And I did apologize to his chick.
Well, the anger got the best of you because you didn't say anything for however long this has been annoying you.
Yeah, since last November.
And because you didn't communicate that with him, the guy probably thought that you and him had a funny bit going.
But why would he think that? Why would he assume that?
Because he never was told anything else. If you came in every day, right, and I start going, hey, Shortcake, how's Shortcake doing? What do you say there, Shortcake? And you never corrected me.
Right.
After a while, I think he likes his name Shortcake. Then one day you just start going crazy. Don't fucking call me Shortcake. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think...
Like sometimes by trying to not let people know, hey, you're crossing a line with me, they think that that's all part of the fun.
So maybe I should have let him know sooner. I thought I was ignoring a stalker.
Well, you posed with him. You posed in a picture with the guy.
That was the first time I had met him. Mm-hmm. It was Thanksgiving morning.
Wait, a listener wrote to you and said, meet me at the bridge, right?
Yeah, meet me, at the, it was a 5K walk run in Clearwater.
Why would you fucking do that? I mean, there's two reasons it could happen. One, gay sex. Two, you want a lot of crazy stalker in your life.
Well, neither one was my intention with the Chuckwagon. And I thought I was doing a nice thing, and it ended up biting me in the ass.
And now you went crazy on the air, and you were totally wrong about it.
I had the totally wrong person.
Right. That would make you totally wrong. Just like if I solved a murder and had an innocent person hanged, and then when everyone came around and yelled at me, I said, wait, there was a murder.
But Fez used this guy as an example of the shit he's not going to take anymore in offensive manner. So
is that true, Fez?
I think it was a good move by Fez.
You make an example of Chuckwagon?
Yeah, I think Chuckwagon is, when you come to the message board, ronfez.net, I think Chuckwagon is an example, and the real Chuckwagon is an example of what's some of the stuff that's wrong there and where the negativity comes from.
Why? Well, I mean, you were pretty negative too, bro. You didn't think you were pretty negative on Friday?
Yeah, I got negative, but it was only after I was provoked.
But not by the real person you attacked. That's what I don't understand, why you're happy with this.
No, the thing is, even though I got upset with the wrong person, there's still symptoms there. It still goes back to the same thing that Chuckwagon is a part of. Of, using these, fake characters and these gimmicks and these bits. He calls it a gimmick. This is the first time, after I went off on Friday, was the first time I saw where he said this was a bit. Him being a stalker guy. Him trying to creep me out. I don't know the guy. I met him once on Thanksgiving in Clearwater, Florida. I don't know if he's really a nut in love with me. Calling me his idol and making me feel very uncomfortable on ronfez.net. It's a symptom of everything else that's negative there.
But he doesn't know that until you explode it. You didn't fucking just say to him, dude, you're crossing the line with me. Why don't you just be cool?
Well, you have to start somewhere.
So you're happy with what he did?
Yeah, I am. I think
I just want you to communicate to people.
He got out of it.
Yeah. Instead of being a crazy fucking person. Because the other day, on Friday, even me and Dave were saying, you're a little crazy, and I even asked you if your fucking meds are off.
Oh, right, yeah. It felt like I was that pissed off. It felt like a meds were off day. If I was on the meds. If I was on the psychiatrist drugs. It felt like I felt that crazy about it. I was seriously pissed off.
And how do you feel now that you were wrong?
I'm still pissed off at the guy who called, and I'm pissed off where I'm supposed to know that this was a bit. I'm supposed to know that a guy I meet for 5 minutes...
Here's the thing. The rest of us don't even know that. Mm-hmm. You understand that? So you're going crazy over something that everybody listening to the show doesn't even know what you're talking about. And we still don't. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to treat things as if they're happening in real time. You know? If fucking somebody called here and I just started calling him all kinds of names without explaining, this guy owes me money or he fucking ripped off my car 10 years ago, whatever, I'm going to look like a lunatic. You just went crazy on a fucking caller and it turns out to not even be the person you said.
Right, yes. But there's still... Chuckwagon, the real Chuckwagon, to explain it, has been running this thing, I guess that he said was a bit, since November, where he creeps me out and he tries to stalk me. That's no reason to want to go to ronfez.net.
Mike, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, back a while back, Foundry Music Jeff did the same thing to Ron. He did the same bit, and then Ron eventually said, I don't like the fake throwing up while you're talking to me. Just act like a person. and he stopped doing it. Why couldn't you do that?
Yeah, and I actually even called him over at his own show and said, I'm not all this comfortable with the I idolize Ron and I throw up with him gimmick, and he was like, okay, I'll stop. I didn't have to scream and attack his lovely wife, and you know what I mean? Like, if you have to let people know, dude, I'm not one of the people you can do this with. There's some people you can do anything you want with. I'm not one of them.
Well,
give him a chance.
Seems like Fez has done that in his own sort of Ralphie from Christmas Story way. It's sometimes people don't. They just explode. That's what happens.
Yes, that would be all perfect, and we'd all say Fez has drawn a line, and look at Fez, he's been assertive, except for he went to the wrong fucking guy, and now he looks even crazier. If he would have finally stood up to a stalker, we were like, whoa, look at Fez, he's standing up to stalkers. Now he's attacking somebody who didn't do what he said.
See, I absolutely thought I was standing up to a stalker.
Right, but you didn't. That's the fucking point. It's almost like, I am tired of being ripped off, so I'm going to shoot the fucking person who breaks into my house, and you shot your grandmother. You can't go around going, well, what do you think of my new assertiveness? Because you look like a fuck up. David, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, I was in Chicago on Saturday on business. I went down to Molly's to get a Ronnie B, and they let me play rock, paper, scissors. I beat Melissa, and I got the cupcake. It was an awesome cupcake.
All right, this is driving me crazy. So you did not have to pay for the Ron Barrington cupcake because Melissa doesn't know how to properly play rock, paper, scissors.
We had to go 2 rounds. The first round, it was both scissors. Second round, I believe I had paper. And she had through paper again, and I had scissors.
This is driving. I want Melissa out. I'm going to talk to Mike about it. I'm going to talk to John about it. We've been spending so much time getting the new website up. We got the new Molly's website, which, by the way, go to it right now, Dave. You can see a picture of the Ron Bennington cupcake on there.
I've already been there. I've seen that. It's an awesome cupcake. Well, it tastes even better than it looks.
Here's my frustration with this, though. You can tell that's not a free cupcake. So if Melissa does not know how to beat a rube at rock, paper, scissors, it's Molly'sCupcakes.com.
Yeah.
And she's going to destroy us in our dreams.
No, I bought a T-shirt, to make it up.
All right. What did it say on it, on the T-shirt?
Molly's Cupcakes.
All right, thanks.
Hey, thank you.
Sure you're thanking me. All right, go over to the pictures, the photo gallery. All right, there's the regular cupcakes. They look great. There's the Ron Barrington. You take a look at this cupcake.
Nice.
It's the first shot as you come on the photo page. It's the one on the left.
Wow.
Now, for that to be given away for free, that's a fucking travesty. And Mike knows it.
Free?
Yes, because Melissa doesn't know how to play rock, paper, scissors.
I thought you said that was given away for $30. And I was like, yeah. I was like, no, that's still underpriced.
Mark, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez reminds me of my wife when she makes a mistake, who I also love my wife very much. When you make a mistake, honey, you just say, sorry, I fucked up, and then you go on.
You know what? He's got a good point there. You made a huge mistake, and instead of taking a bullet, you try to come back and explain why you made the mistake. You should have just said, you know what? I fucked up on Friday, and I feel bad about it, and I'm going to do my best not to make it happen again.
I think I did that with Chuckwagon's wife or his girlfriend, whoever she is.
Steve, don't even apologize for that. Collateral damage.
Yes, it was collateral damage of someone who didn't deserve to be attacked the way he was attacked.
Then
the
super
guy
duper collateral
didn't
damage.
make the call.
Right, yes, but here's the thing. It's when it's a symptom of the negativity on ronfez.net. I'm explaining why I went off on a guy who I thought was Chuckwagon and why I thought it was Chuckwagon. That's what I'm doing.
Yes, but it doesn't make sense. You just said, I fucking shot the wrong person. Now I want to tell you why it's that wrong person's fault. It doesn't make sense. You don't get to have the high ground. You're in the low ground now. You need to cut your losses and say, I fucked up. I talked to Chuckwagon. He and I shook hands. Period. You'd be done. And that's shook hands on a cyber level. I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to make a call to Molly's and hopefully get Melissa fired. Because I'm not in the business of handing out free cupcakes, Melissa.
You know what her favorite color slip is?
What's that?
Pink.
Thank you. 'Cause that's what she's getting.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's wait till her birthday and then let her go. We'll be right back. Ron Fez Show.